Hello Aries, welcome to your September 1st through 15th reading. This is a collective reading for all Aries, anyone cross-watching, sun, moon, or rising sign, or if you're cross-watching another person's sign who you're close to, anyone listening or watching, these messages are for you. If it belongs to you, you'll resonate with the reading. If it doesn't belong to you, release whatever that piece of the information is. There'll be lots discussed here in this few minutes because I'm casting out for all Aries and anyone watching. So, the only thing that you have to do is to discern which thing belongs to you and which doesn't. And that's as simple as it is. So if it doesn't ring true to your heart, leave it. It's for someone else watching, another Aries or someone else who's tuned in. All gifts are here to be taken as a gift. If it doesn't belong to you, leave that portion. So, thank you, angels, archangels, divine pure white light, divine energy, spirit guides, gods and goddesses. Thank you for your higher energy as well, being present here to allow us to help Aries and assist them to have the information they seek to help them remain on their highest possible path, and all other people who are watching as well. Okay, you ready? Here we go. This is your here and now energy. This is your relationship, love life, spiritual life, family life, love life. I don't know if I said that already. This is your career and finance. And this is your underlying energy. So Aries, when you get this as the underlying energy, this is saying you really have control over your destiny in the best possible way, because this is the Master Manifestor card. And what this means is you can concentrate your positive energy, your heart chakra, that's what this green light is, and this is divine energy coming in. You can harness that power of love, that positive energy, to bring in whatever result you would like. Now, one caution, it works in the negative just as strongly. So that's why it's very important to stay in centered in your heart energy, in your love, in your good center, okay? Positive energy only, unless you want a negative outcome. And none of us want that, so I'm sure you already know. This is saying you have all the tools you need. You're ready for that. You just have to tune into the right energy. So if you look around and you see everything's going haywire, readjust, because you're making it haywire. Okay. Here is the Fool. Now, this is kind of the Aries, a little bit of arrogance, that, cockiness that Aries have. This is the Fool, and he is very agile and balancing and juggling, and he's got all of this energy, and he's ready to rock and roll, and he's kind of a show-off because he's pretty good at most things. So this is the ability to begin a new thing without ever missing a beat. Now, the good thing about this card is it's the beginning of the beginning. It's the 0 in the major arcana of the tarot, and that means it's an ending. It starts, it comes to an end, completion, new cycle begins. So this is definitely a new cycle. To confirm that, you have the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords, all aces are gifts from the universe. These are things that are laid out in your divine path. And this is one that's an amazing one, because what it does, you see this blue ribbon in the background? It removes anything, all the ties that bind you, anything that may want to hold on to you, any kind of lingering obligation, any of that is being removed. This is a victory, and this blue ribbon here, it has to do with the beautiful energy of the air, and allow you to, to pull your cord back in from whatever it was that you were tied to on this, and the universe is actually assisting you. So this is wiping out all the negative and bringing in a brand new victory. The next card you have is the Four of Cups. So this beautiful thing that's being offered to you in this cup, okay, is a divine gift. If you look real close, it's a hand literally coming out of the heavens to offer you this cup. And cups are love, intuition, healing, divine emotion, new beginnings, okay? So this is coming with this both of these are new beginnings, and you're kind of looking at this cup going, I'm not too sure. I don't know if it's packaged the right way or if it fits my needs exactly. So we're going to look in our, don't forget, we've got clarifiers coming, everybody. So it'll help me dial in a little more, but this is almost like looking a gift horse in the mouth. So the next card you have is the 9 of Wands. Now that's your energy because you are an Aries and that's your fire sign. So you've got this wand energy, which is usually has to do with work, either physical work or, just, like you have to actually physically do something, or it could have to do with your job, your employment. Now this is all the tasks and all the obstacles that you've completed in the past, all the hurdles, okay? And you're just worn slap out. You're exhausted. You're like, oh my God, do I have to, I just don't even know if I can face one more thing. And here is this last task to push on and finish. So this, whatever this is, you're trying to complete so that so you may not be aware of it, but once you complete it, the cycle starts over, or starts a new path, okay? Not exactly this cycle, but this cycle will be finished. And here comes the completion of it. So this is showing the 10 of Swords, and this is definitely closing a door, okay? This is you closing a door, having it done, completing it, moving on, okay? The 10 is always the completion. You have beautiful soul contract energy here. So these are people surrounding you. They can be family members, they can be friends, but you've got lots of support here. So if you're having to break off a relationship, your family's here to help you through that. And here we were with the victory and the ties being cut. Well, this is not only the ties from the past being cut, this is literally wiping the slate clean. So if there's any lingering doubts or lingering energy, this is going to just kind of wash it away, okay? This is that big change energy. That's what this card means, is change. And this is, you see now, look, I'll show you. You see this blue ribbon here? That's why it stood out to me earlier. You now look at it, it's just smoke, okay? So it's just dissipated any ties that may have held you to this particular thing that you've ended. And this is usually a relationship. It can be the death of a loved one, so some of you may be going through some grieving process there. Or death of someone that you know. This would be... we'll know in the clarifiers. Don't everybody freak out. Hang on. We've got the 6 of Wands, which is a victory. Okay, this is being noticed, for being recognized for something that you've contributed to work, or having some kind of certificate, or receiving some kind of plaque, or maybe some kind of year marker at your job. 5 years, 10 years, 15, whatever they do. And this is also maybe somebody noticing how really skilled you are, because this is the ticker tape parade in your honor. Now, this is having something come to light. This is somebody maybe higher up in your organization, literally getting their hand caught in the cookie jar. That's what I'm hearing for somebody. For others of you, this could literally mean a restructuring of either the place you work or how you work, okay? So you could be changing jobs. We'll see. We've got the 6 of Pentacles. The 6 of Pentacles is a gift of some kind of, it's just not just monetary value. It can be of any value. So as long as it's it's abundance in some way, something that's usable and works well for you. It's not like a life-changing amount of money, but it's something that's owed to you. It's being weighed and measured and given unto you. It's not a loan. You don't have to pay it back. Okay, here we come to the clarifiers. We've got all these crazy cards out. Let's see what's happening. Thank you, Aries, higher selves, spirit guides, gods, goddesses, universal light, divine energy, and all the wonderful people who are watching. for anyone's energy that's out here on this table, this is pretty big energy, we ask for the universe to clarify this information to help all people watching to have the information they seek and need to help them remain on their highest possible path. Thank you so much. Okay, so you've got the Justice card here. The Justice card is if someone is making a fair and just decision. So when this card comes out for that, it's either someone choosing in your favor or you making a choice and just going straight forward to it, like locking in on whatever move you're about to make next. So if you've been vacillating, you're about to have a clear-cut idea of what you want. Now, when you have this card and this card together, this lets you know that if you will stay on that even keel with that divine energy, you can manifest whatever you want. So that's what this is all about. Okay, so here's the Fool, ready to start a new beginning. Some of you are waiting for your finances to shore up before you actually begin this new venture. And this is, you're just sitting there waiting this is literally fruit waiting to ripen on the vine. And you're like, come on, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to start this new thing. Let's get it going. But you're having to be patient and wait. And that's okay, because that's how life goes all the time. Hurry up and wait, right? So here's the new beginning. Strings cut away from you. Victory and divine gift from the universe. Now here comes the King of Cups. The King of Cups is all about that beautiful love energy. The King is very gregarious. He's very he's got a lot of stories to tell. Everybody's interested in him. He's very attractive. Okay, so everybody loves the King of Cups because he's got that special nuance about him that everybody finds interesting. Okay. So here's your energy. So here comes this king in here with his cup in his hand, which he's offering to you. And you've got to be able to accept it, to receive it, to allow yourself to move into this energy with this person. So if some of you are starting a new relationship, you've got to let this person know how you feel back, okay? Because they'll only take so much before they move on. So this is you completing this task. That's that wand energy. And you're moving forward. So indeed, some of you will accept this cup and receive this attention and allow yourself to move forward in this relationship. And it's also evident here that you've taken the third wand, which is a sign of expansion, and allowed this door to close, and you're moving on, okay? So this can play two ways, because this 10 can mean an ending, like as in someone passing away, but it can also mean removing fear, because this can also stand for fear and anxiety and doubt. So this is saying, you know, the worries and troubles are over. Okay, so if some of you may be experiencing the loss of someone, but the others of you who don't have that going on are literally having to overcome that threshold energy. So threshold energy is all about this negativity that happens. And when right before you make a big change, and the reason you'll see why I'm going into this story here in a second. This is what happens right before the big change and you step through the portal, okay? This is that nausea. You feel anxiety hit you so hard you almost feel like you just can't even think straight. You're overwhelmed. You want to, you feel like you're going to have diarrhea. You feel like you may vomit. You feel like, just the anxiety gets so strong you just don't even think you can go on. Well, this is literally that threshold trying to push you back. And you've got to not linger in this energy. Everyone's here to help you. You are loved. You're protected. And if you'll go through the portal, this big change, this is the world. This is the portal. This is the doorway. This is the threshold to the new beginning that this guy is about to enter into, okay? So once this kicks into gear, you're moving. You've got the new thing happening. And it's no coincidence that this looks like a 0, okay? Circle of life. Get through the portal as fast as possible so that you don't have to deal with this negative energy, okay? Because this literally is making a choice to move forward, and you may be moving forward into a new relationship. Now, others of you, the grieving that you're doing for someone who's passed away, it will pass and a new cycle will begin in due time. I know it takes a while, and you're supposed to have that. Grief doesn't just disappear for the people who have lost someone. It's a process, okay? And it is, you do have to pass through that experience to come out the other side. And this is reassuring for those of you who are experiencing that scenario, that you are coming through the other side. And here we go. So here's the new beginning. Here's that energy of let's get this going, let's get this started. And you're picking the rod, you've got the new beginning here, you've got the transition here, and then here you go into this beautiful energy of having a child's heart. So when I say having a child's heart, what I mean is you don't have any misgivings about starting something new, and you're coming into it with an open, unexperienced heart. So you're not trying to protect yourself, you're not trying to throw up walls, you don't even know how it's going to be. And you're allowing yourself to shed these fears and go wholeheartedly into the next chapter. And you will be victorious. That's what this is. This is your energy. This is the rods. And this is taking the chance on the new adventure. So having this beautiful tower energy, which is tearing down all the obstacles and expectations and starting anew, okay? So you tear it down to the foundation, you got to do something new, right? Well, this is your inner self. This is your path. This is your destiny, your path in life, the new journey. You've started down a new path, and this has to do with your inner light, okay? So this is telling you to center yourself in what your intuition tells you, what you feel like is your destiny, or what you got to meditate, you got to center yourself, and that way you know that you're going with spirit. Because in meditation and in those moments of yoga or any kind of tai chi or any kind of just listening and being in nature, your soul speaks to you. Sometimes we have to get into a quiet enough place to hear it. Because when we pray, we're talking to God, okay? We're talking to the universe. But when we sit and meditate and we sit in stillness and we allow our soul to come to the surface in this beautiful light, we can then hear the universe speaking to us. So please, if you don't do anything else, learn how to meditate if you don't already do it. And if you've stopped doing it, please start again. So here we come again, back around, this wonderful circular reading here. Here's the cup again, being offered to you. Divine cup, and you're not looking. So this is literally about getting in a place where you can see it. Okay? So this is all about you allowing yourself to receive your blessing. So Aries, if I say anything else during the reading, this is the name of the reading. I'm here to tell you right now. Receive your blessings, honey. There are so many out there to be had, and even if you're going through a loss, the sun does come out tomorrow. And we're still here, we're still living, and we've got to make the most of it. So I hope that all of you enjoyed your reading for the first half of September. Thank you all for the likes, shares, and subscribes. Thank you to everyone who's hired me for private readings. I so enjoy doing this for everyone. I love all your comments. I appreciate you greatly. And namaste. If you would like to have a personal reading, please go to royalmystic.com. Bye-bye. See you in the middle of the month.